just ain't me. I'm a visionary, revolutionary. I'm a visionary, revolutionary. Fuck all that talking, my nigga, let's link. Bring your bitch ass up the street. I'm through with the talking, I'm done with the beef.
What's going on, everyone? It's KP the Mark, back to bring you the news. On today's Wrestling Report, we have many stories to discuss, starting with a very shocking TNA departure. Brock Lesnar, WWE rumor killer. Chad Gable's WWE deal is set to expire soon. An injured AEW star is ready to make an in-ring return, and many more stories. Please don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to stay up to date. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the news. Former WWE star Elias doesn't do many interviews, but now that he's a free agent, he's opening up about his time in WWE. Elias was never elevated past lower and mid-card status, but during his final year with the company, he was repackaged as Ezekiel, the supposed twin brother of Elias. The storyline caught on with fans, but he was released last September as part of budget cuts. Elias told Metro.co.uk that he was always coming up with ideas for himself because he wanted to evolve his character. He said, "There was a character that I really thought could have been incredible myself. It was the Monday Night Messiah." Elias continued, "And if you realize Seth Rollins and AOP ended up, for lack of better terms, they just gave it to those guys." Elias insisted that there was no ill will between himself and Rollins. Elias elaborated that the idea for his character would have seen him become a cult-like leader with biblical themes. WrestlingNews.co exclusively reported on this back in 2020. There's another shocking TNA departure amid other cuts behind the scenes. As first reported by Fightful, Lou D'Angeli is no longer with TNA. D'Angeli may be remembered by some as Sign Guy Dudley in ECW, but he had a bigger role behind the scenes years later in WWE and Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. D'Angeli was WWE's director of marketing from 2006 until 2010, and then worked with Cirque du Soleil before joining TNA. PW Insider reports that D'Angeli's exit happened after a meeting he had with Anthem executives last week, and it was mutually agreed that they should go their separate ways. D'Angeli is not the only person out of TNA. R.D. Evans re-signed last week. He was part of the creative team. Also, David Sahadi, who worked as TNA's head of production, was also let go. All of this comes on the heels of Scott D'Amore being let go in February. WWE is moving forward towards the upcoming Clash at the Castle Premium Live event later this month, with the card coming together. Once WrestleMania 40 was over, several stars took time off from in-ring action, including Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins. For McIntyre, he stayed on WWE television as he's been doing promos to continue to build for his upcoming match against World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest at Clash at the Castle on Saturday, June 15, 2024, from the OVO Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland. McIntyre hadn't been wrestling due to a fractured elbow. McIntyre worked with a sleeve on his elbow during the recent European tour before being pulled from the King of the Ring tournament. The injury happened at WrestleMania when his legs were swept out by CM Punk. McIntyre's last house show match was on April 20th when he put over Jey Uso. On Friday night after SmackDown, McIntyre returned to in-ring action to put over Jey in the dark match. The following night, at a Saturday live event in White Plains, New York, McIntyre worked a triple threat bout where he and Jey put Priest over with the world title on the line. Another name joins other WWE stars such as Chad Gable, Natalya, and Becky Lynch, whose contracts are slated to expire. That star is Ricochet, who, if he hits the free agent market, will have plenty of interested promotions looking to hire him, as he has been well regarded as one of the more underused stars in WWE. Fightful and PWN's Viper report Ricochet's WWE contract is set to expire this summer. Ricochet reportedly signed a 5-year deal in 2019. He was among many wrestlers who signed the deal for big money, as WWE was trying to keep talent away from AEW when it first launched. The report noted the expected heavy interest from the wrestling world before noting that sources in WWE said contract discussions were planned between the two sides. Numerous WWE contracts are coming up this year because in 2019 and 2021, WWE tried to sign talent to deals to coincide with their TV deals. Fans hoping to see Brock Lesnar return to WWE television in the near future will be disappointed with the new update on his status. WWE has been distancing itself from Lesnar due to the sex trafficking lawsuit that was filed against McMahon and WWE, with the former WWE/UFC heavyweight champion being named in the filing. The same day the suit became public, the Wall Street Journal identified Lesnar as that former champion. WWE dropped the former WWE champion from his plans, including matches at the Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania 40. In the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer reported that Lesnar hasn't been cleared by WWE's legal team. Meltzer wrote, regarding any rumors of Lesnar returning, he has to be cleared by WWE legal, and that hasn't happened yet. Until Lesnar is cleared, he won't be returning to WWE television. The lawsuit is currently delayed. AEW has a ton of talent under contract to the point where some wrestlers are forgotten about, whether that is due to lack of creative or injury. However, the promotion is close to getting back one star. Bandito has been sidelined as he went down with an injury while working a match that aired in June on a Rampage episode and a loss to Konosuke Takeshita in a singles match. Bandito had reportedly been getting close to making an in-ring return before suffering the wrist injury. The original in-ring return time frame was April or May. While speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted Bandito is ready to return. There's a lot of people that are on that injured list right now. I mean, it's a big freaking injured list right now of some amazingly talented people and amazingly valued people, and some have been on for a long time. You know, like Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker, Bandito. You know, I mean, aside from the obvious ones like Adam Cole and Kenny Omega and all that, it's interesting to see. Bandito should be back right around now. The last I heard from about him was May, and May is just about over. So I don't know what the situation is with him. I mean, tonight would have been a good night to debut in that Battle Royal, or that whatever that was, this, you know, gauntlet, because would have been a big pop. And I don't know if he's even on there right on the radar right now, because sometimes the deal is that when guys disappear, they're just kind of forgotten about in a lot of ways. Chad Gable joins other WWE stars such as Natalya and Becky Lynch, whose contracts are slated to expire. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select reported that word going around is that Gable's WWE contract is set to expire late next week and that no deal has been reached as of now. The report noted if Gable reaches free agency, he's expected to get interest from across the industry. WWE has been interested in re-signing him, we're told. The deal is set to expire next Friday. Fightful has heard that there will be a strong push from talent in various outside companies to vouch for him to be signed. Any promotion, including AEW and TNA, would benefit from having Gable under contract. Some MMA companies are also interested in having him fight under their banner. While speaking on the Extreme Life of Matt Hardy podcast, Matt gave an update on the contract status of his brother, Jeff Hardy, in AEW. It was previously reported by Fightful in April that Hardy's deal was up in the spring. However, AEW could extend the deal at any time because of missed time in the past. Jeff hasn't wrestled since he was injured in a no DQ match with Sammy Guevara on Valentine's Day. Hardy said, I mean, he's been cleared. He's just sitting at home waiting on the call. Unlike me, he's not someone who really gets out and makes things happen. he just kind of waits on someone to call him. He sits at home, just waiting on that phone call, jumping on the trampoline up and down with the dumbbells. But yeah, he's got to like mid-June or so, I think. And then his deal is up. So I guess we'll see if he ends up resigning or not resigning. Hardy continued, he's very happy to be home, but I do know what's important to him to finish up his career and our run on a high note. I know that it's something that he wants to do. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, you know? And I'm very happy with my positioning right now in TNA, how I've been utilized. I have no complaints about it, and they've been a joy to work with thus far. Hardy closed by noting that you can't make excuses or complain about things in life, but rather need to take a look in the mirror at the end of the day. WWE has recently started a new working relationship with TNA Wrestling, as TNA Knockouts champion Jordynne Grace will challenge NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez for her title at the June 9th NXT Battleground Premium Live event. The partnership has been months in the making, and there are plans for additional superstars to make crossover appearances in due time. Years ago, before AEW launched, WWE started to expand internationally with NXT UK and to initiate partnerships with European promotions where they could use talent. One of those promotions was with WXW in Germany. PWInsider.com reports the promotion has exited the WWE network as their deal with WWE expired on Thursday. It should be noted that the contract expired and that WWE didn't terminate the agreement. That's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please feel free to express your opinion below. Be sure to check out more videos from the channel. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. Once again, I'm KB the Mark, signing off. Until the next one.
I started with nothing and came out a king. I've been the one that's been ballin' for rings. It's been me and my team and we chasing the green. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free.